Today, I'm going to tell you why I moved from here to here. Then I'm going to tell you what happened next, what's changed, and what you could expect if you decided to move to Scottsdale today. Let's get it. Moving to Old Town Scottsdale. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Todd Hall, founder of Phoenix Homes and Hotspots right here in beautiful sunny Scottsdale, Arizona. If it's your first time visiting the #1 real estate resource here in the state of Arizona and you want to know everything there is to know about the great homes, the beautiful communities, and the top hotspots that surround them, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel right now, then smash that bell, and that way we can notify you every time we create a new great video. Hey, we're constantly getting phone calls, emails, and texts from people, new clients all over the world. They're asking for Phoenix metro information, Scottsdale area information, Scottsdale neighborhoods tours, as well as just Scottsdale home tours. So if you're moving to Scottsdale, Arizona, or thinking about moving to Scottsdale, all you have to do is pick up the phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, or even send us an email, and we're going to be happy to give you the keys to our city. So prior to living in Scottsdale, I've lived in some really cool places. I grew up in Seattle, Washington, still one of my favorite cities today. Love going back, visiting in July and August. Couldn't handle the rain anymore. When I left high school, graduated high school in Seattle, went to Washington State University, and had an opportunity to do an internship at Disney World in Florida. So spent 4 years in Orlando, Florida, working for Disney and some other great hotels out there. And then, from there, moved to Las Vegas, Nevada. And so in Las Vegas, worked for Open Mandalay Bay, a nightclub and restaurant called Rum Jungle in Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. And also had an opportunity at one point to work in the cruise ship industry. So I've had some really cool jobs, lived in some great cities. One of the things that really drew me to Scottsdale, I started coming down here in the year 2000. I had family down here, so I came out to start to visit family and really liked the area. Still loved Vegas. I was selling real estate in Las Vegas at the time, so started selling real estate in 1999. And what happened was in late 2002, 2003, the Las Vegas real estate market, 85% of my clients were investors, and the Las Vegas real estate market had become really hard to justify from a price standpoint. And so started to move my investors into Scottsdale in 2004, but had previously fallen in love through some of my trips down here. But what I did is I came down at one point in 2003 when I realized that it was hard for me to find investment property for my investors in Las Vegas. And I started to look around, and at that time, median home prices in Las Vegas had jumped to 280,000, but they were still about 160,000 here in Phoenix. And I realized this was going to be the next hot spot for my investors. Looked around, there were builder signs everywhere. Again, I mean, it was almost like just having an opportunity to repeat this boom market that we had experienced in Las Vegas. So in 2004, March of 2004, finally got my real estate license and started selling real estate here in Phoenix. Of course, 2 months later, this market really took off, or 2 months after I got here, but had an opportunity to work with a bunch of investors and help them build equity in homes here in Scottsdale. So why did I choose Scottsdale? Well, there were several reasons, and I'll take you through them as we go here. But one of the main reasons for me at the time is I was single. I was in my early 30s. And so for me, one of the things that was really important was that there was an active lifestyle. So I landed here in Old Town Scottsdale, which is where my first house is. I'll take you over to that neighborhood here in just a minute. But if you're looking for a lifestyle, if you're thinking about moving to Scottsdale and you're looking for a lifestyle, this area has always been really the epicenter. I always call it the epicenter of shopping and entertainment, nightclubs. I mean, it was all down here. And so it was just really active. I chose a neighborhood where I could literally walk down to my favorite restaurants, bars, nightclubs. And so again, it's so much is at your fingertips here in Old Town Scottsdale. So with that, let's head over to my old neighborhood and I'll show you what neighborhood I chose, why I chose it, how it's evolved, and then we'll take you around more of Scottsdale here in just a few minutes. All right, so here it is, my old neighborhood. This is called Southwest Village, that sits just to the, it's just on the west side of Scottsdale Road. And again, everything is, I mean, one of the great things about this particular neighborhood, it's still one of my favorite neighborhoods today, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. But it literally, I mean, you can 5 to 10 minutes down the road, you can walk to almost anything. My old house is right behind me here. And then we have Camelback Mountain right there off in the distance. So really beautiful neighborhood. So several reasons that I decided to move into Scottsdale Village. I had looked all around Scottsdale. This is right across the street, by the way, from the resort, the Valley Ho. And one of the things that I really loved, obviously, is the proximity, like I talked about, getting down into Old Town Scottsdale. Fashion Square Mall, largest mall in Arizona, is I probably walked that in 10 minutes or so, and I used to hang out down there in the Kona Grill. I'll take you over there here in a few minutes. But and Scottsdale Road is just a straight shot down. There's spring training facility for the San Francisco Giants that we, at least once a year, we would go to a game. So there's just so much right down here. Also, airport's 15-minute drive away. So again, it's just a central location in the valley as well. So really great freeway access from here also. Southwest Village today, these homes were built in the 1950s, and so I tend to like older homes, especially ones that have character. My home was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a swimming pool, 1,800 square feet or so. Again, I was single, I was a bachelor, so it worked out really well for me. But again, these homes were built in the 50s, but here's what's changed and why it's one of my top 10 neighborhoods in all of Scottsdale right now today, is that they've done a ton in here since I moved here in 2004. In fact, when I moved onto this street, I paid $210,000 for my house. My neighbors thought I was crazy. I had paid more than anybody else probably in this neighborhood. My house is a little bit bigger than some of these, but and with the swimming pool, but my neighbors thought I was crazy. Today, some of these homes are going for over $1 million. And the reason, so my old home is probably $500,000 today, but the reason is, you can see behind me now, that a lot of these homes have been remodeled. So some of them have been completely torn down and remodeled. And so this has just been a really hot spot and hub for investors to come in and do these types of remodels, because it's such a popular location and a popular neighborhood. In fact, they've even built, this was all 1-story homes when I was here, when I first moved here in 2004, left here in 2008. So I was here about 4 years, but these were all 1-story homes. Today, you're gonna see 2-story homes, just homes that, again, over the years have been torn down and built back up by investors as 2-story homes. And some of these homes, like I said, today going for over $1 million. So really cool community. Again, one of my top 10 communities in all of Scottsdale. So if you're a young family, a millennial, this is a great area. Old Town Scottsdale makes a lot of sense for you. The demographics in here, from an age standpoint, I mean, you're still going to have some original owners. I mean, some of these people, I still see the same cars from some of my neighbors back in 2008 in the driveways. And so these people have lived here for 50 plus years. They're original owners back from the 1950s. However, you're getting a huge millennial movement moving into this neighborhood now. So you have kind of a mix of some of the, you know, if you're a retiree, this is probably isn't going to be the community that you're going to buy into. Now, there's a lot of condos that we'll talk about here shortly. So if you're still like the access to restaurants and you're retired, then there's, like I said, over the last 15, 20 years, there's a lot of condos that have been built down here in Old Town Scottsdale. But this community itself is probably more for, as a general rule, for the people that are moving in, are millennials and young families that just want to be, you know, really central to everything. So next, let me take you over, go over to Fashion Square Mall. I'll show you some of my favorite hot spots when I was down here. So let's head over to Fashion Square Mall right there. I am right now. All right, so now I'm just about 10 minutes or so, 10-minute walk, I should say, maybe 15, from my old neighborhood, Southwest Village. I'm in the Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall, the largest shopping mall in the state of Arizona. This is the valet area, but this was one of my favorite hangouts. I'm sitting right next to the Kona Grill right here, and I used to love their happy hour. This place was just jamming. I don't know what it looks like now. There's so many places down here. I would imagine it's still really packed, you know, for happy hour, especially on the weekends or on Fridays. But anyway, it was one of my favorite spots. I used to watch all the Lamborghinis and all the nice cars roll through here, and just people watch. Sometimes I just come out here for lunch and people watch. But again, really cool area, great shopping mall, the largest in Arizona. Let me kind of just walk you through a little bit of this here for a second. We're still wearing masks in Arizona, so they'll probably make me wear a mask on if I go inside. But behind me again, you can see the entrance for the mall. Big, beautiful mall. A lot has changed just about this shopping mall. So if you haven't been here in a while, this shopping mall has been completely remodeled since I moved here in 2004. So you have a whole wing that didn't exist before with new shops and restaurants, as well as a workspace and just a lot of cool things. So anyway, this is the Fashion Square Mall. Next, let me take you to over to Scottsdale Road. I'll show you a few of my favorite hot spots over on Scottsdale Road. It's just a road lined again with outdoor bars and restaurants that we'll check out here coming up next. Now, another thing that really drew me to Scottsdale was Scottsdale Road, specifically the restaurants and bars lined up and down the road. The majority of them have these outdoor patios. So right behind me, you can see Loco Patron. This place is a staple. It's been here since I moved here in 2004. Some of these places come and go over time, but again, Loco Patron is a staple. So I'm not going to go into all the restaurants and bars here on Scottsdale Road. However, I do have an entire video that I shot of Old Town Scottsdale. If you click the link right above me right now, it'll take you there, or if you when you're done with this video, just click on the details down below and you can find my Old Town Scottsdale video. So again, love this area. Lots of you know, in the fall, winter, and spring months when the weather's perfect, you're going to find these bar and patio areas are just packed. At night on Fridays and Saturdays, this area is packed because of the bars here, and right across the street you have the Scottsdale Entertainment District with all the nightclubs. So really popular, trendy area. Now, we started out at my old house in in Southwest Village. Again, this for me was a 7-8 minute walk right down into this area where you know, if I had a couple drinks instead of driving home, I could just walk up. Again, I was a bachelor, don't hold it against me, but that was my lifestyle back then, and so I really enjoyed coming down here and enjoying this particular area. Next, I want to take you over and show you how the Scottsdale Waterfront has evolved, what it was then and what it looks like now. All right, so now I've moved over to the Scottsdale Waterfront area. When I first started visiting Phoenix in 2000, this entire area that you see behind me, the condos as well as the restaurants and shopping next to the condos, was all one big dirt lot. So this was really kind of a lonely area, just a little lonely canal running through this area, and both sides were just dirt lots. Now again, they're lined with restaurants, shopping, really cool like just walkways and bike paths along the canal. And so today, if you're by the way, I said I would circle back to condos so you can see the Scottsdale Waterfront behind me and the condos there. But since the early 2000s, in the last couple decades, this zip code 85251 Old Town Scottsdale has really developed thousands of condos down here. So whether you're a retiree or just you know, whatever, or just a family that doesn't want to maintain a yard, but you really like that condo lifestyle, Old Town, you're going to have lots of options in this particular area. Next, let's take you across the street over to the Scottsdale Entertainment District, where all the nightclubs and more bars are. All right, so now I'm here in the Scottsdale Entertainment District. I'm just to the east of Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall. 3 or 4 minute walk. I have the W Hotel right out in front of me on the other side here. And then behind me, this is the entertainment district. Now, back in 2004, there were 2 big nightclubs here, and that was pretty much it. There were some other things, but for the most part, you had 2 main nightclubs that dominated this area. Now you have the square area where it's all nightclubs, bars, and again, this is one of the things that attracted me. So if you're somebody that's looking for that active lifestyle, this is the best nightclub district in all of the state of Arizona. It's one of the things that attracted me to this area back in 2004 when I first moved here, and it's just grown from there. So really great area if you're looking, again, if you're the type of person that likes to enjoy these types of areas and get into the entertainment districts. This living in Old Town Scottsdale, this again will be right there at your fingertips. All right, now I know that many of you are not going to relate to anything that I just said. I just told you why a 30-year-old single man would move to Scottsdale, Arizona, specifically into Old Town Scottsdale. Things have changed a lot. Old Town, I've just shown you some of what's changed, and of course, again, go to the details below and you can see my entire Old Town Scottsdale video. But same thing with North Scottsdale. So talking about Phoenix Metro and Scottsdale in general, median home prices here in the Valley today are around $300,000. Here in 85251 Old Town Scottsdale, they're around $340,000. Homes down here in Old Town are a little bit older, a lot of them built in the 1950s, although you have the newer condos. As you get further north, the homes get bigger, they also get newer, they also get more expensive. So that's the rule of thumb. And then as you get all the way into North Scottsdale, and again, I have an entire video that I shot, the top 10 golf neighborhoods. Most of the people that live in North Scottsdale are golfers. Median home prices are much higher, 600,000 plus, depending on the zip code and the neighborhood you live in out there. Demographics around the 101 in North Scottsdale, if you're right in that vicinity, a couple miles around the 101 freeway, are in the around 47. So, you know, younger families. There's also some retirees mixed into that community. And as you get all the way to the north of Scottsdale, again, home prices become more expensive, but you have, and the demographics get a little bit older. It tends to start to feel a little bit more like snowbirds and retirees live there. Although again, there are some families mixed into some of those communities as well. So if you have questions, of course, give us a call and we'll go through that. But Scottsdale has changed so much. I love the city. I've called it home now for 16 years. I don't see myself living anywhere else. So call us if you have questions, and we'll be happy to fit you into the right community. Of course, my team works the entire Phoenix metro area as well. So there's my story. Now you know why I moved from this beautiful desert paradise that you see behind me, Scottsdale, Arizona, to... Wait a minute. That's better. So now you know why I moved from Las Vegas to Scottsdale, Arizona. If you found this video valuable and you want more information about the Phoenix Metro, including Scottsdale, Arizona, and the entire Phoenix Valley, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel, smash that bell, and that way every time we put out a new popular video, you get notified automatically. Now, of course, you can always give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We're here to give you the keys to our city. We want to make sure that you know everything there is to know about the Valley, not just the homes, but the lifestyles and the communities that surround those homes before you make that really important decision to move out here. So give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and of course, again, we're going to be happy to give you the keys to our city. Now check out some of our other popular videos right here.